Here we go. Good morning and welcome to the Morning Spotlight. My name is Mike Ham. I'm a sales executive for Fidelity National Title Group. Today our guest is Nick William, account executive at Giovatto. Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mike. Thanks for having me on. I've seen a lot of your shows, and it's always a pleasure to be on with so many other successful business people. I'm a great company, so thank you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, happy to have you on. So tell us about Giovatto.
Absolutely. So Giovatto is a full-service direct response advertising agency. They've been in business for about 30 years, and what we specialize in specifically is generating sales for products or services that our clients have. And of course, brand awareness is a key component of our marketing strategy, but I would say our bread and butter is putting together those campaigns that spark action for their client base. And that's how we've seen so many of our clients be successful over the years, as well as through the pandemic. We've seen a lot of people be able to take that pent-up demand and use it to their advantage, which has been great to see.
Right. So tell us about your role there.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm an account executive, and I pretty much maintain successful relationship between the agency and the clients. And to do so, I have to wear multiple hats, right? So I'll speak to the client on a monthly, sometimes daily, or even a weekly basis. But I am available 24/7 for most of my clients, as are the other AEs in the office. And also, I will be doing media buying and planning. I will be communicating cross-functionally with the different department heads at Giovatto to ensure that we are meeting our clients' goals and objectives effectively. We have a wonderful team of creative, digital, account management across the board. So we really have a strong team in place to make sure our clients have the best marketing plan in place, and also make sure we're following the budget properly and monitoring every project that we do to make sure it gets done on time. And interesting enough, at the agency, all AEs also take on a business development role. So we're also consistently looking for new business and trying to network and make those new relationships with new clients. So we're a few different hats, but it's very exciting.
All right. Awesome. So what kind of clients do you work with?
So I would say about 60% of the agency business is local to regional car dealership groups. That's our bread and butter. We've actually had our first client since day one. They're a local car dealership as well. But for the most part, we're pretty client agnostic. We will work with virtually anybody who needs advertising services. We've done work with financial institutions, national consumer electronics and B2B electronics companies, as well as local to regional retailers, HVAC, or landscape design. So even though automotive is our bread and butter and it's where we've thrived for so long, we do have a lot of other experiences that are retail boutique agency, which we're looking to grow as well.
Right. So what conversations have you been having with those clients over the last few months?
It's actually kind of interesting. I mean, I think everyone's in the same boat, right? Q3 has basically been it's just been different from any other quarter that I've worked in the past. But a lot of the conversations have been similar. It's just the tone that's been different. So on a monthly basis, the conversations are always the same two things, right? Are we putting the media in the right place to ensure the best return on their ad spend? And what's our creative message? And that hasn't changed, and I don't foresee that ever changing. But with respect to what's going on in the world right now and every client's budget being different, you want to make sure that you're recommending plans that fit them the best during these difficult times. So we've had a lot of conversations where people have been shifting their budget primarily to digital away from traditional during the early stage of the pandemic, because you can get more impressions for less dollars, or if they've been moving their dollars into connected TV and streaming services as well. And as things in New Jersey have opened up a little bit more, we've been shifting back in traditional and staying with that digital presence. Because even though we have come off some advertising, you never want to lose your voice entirely. Because
Right.
Even during economic downturns, you want to be present to your customers and show a sense of stability. And then from a creative standpoint, you always want to be sensitive as well to your customers, both from a social and economic standpoint. So a lot of the conversations I've been having is ensuring that we aren't tone deaf to the status of everything right now. So that would include ensuring, hey, we're keeping our facilities safe if we're open for business. If you don't feel comfortable coming in, you could pick up a curbside. We'll deliver to you. And as well as special incentives that different clients may be offering, or car dealerships that they're offering at the OEM level. So a lot of things are going into making sure our creative is respectful to their customers right now. And I think that's really great that, all the clients are on board with that. As long as their clients are happy, our clients are happy, and then we're happy. So
Right, right. So I know you touched on it a little bit, but have there been ways that media viewing habits have changed over the last few months, and how have you been recommending different medias for your clients?
yeah, so to kind of piggyback on my previous answer in terms of where we're recommending media, those have been based on how consuming habits have changed over the past 3 months. And it's interesting, there was always talk and always evidence to support that a lot of media habits were changing in terms of moving more in towards streaming services and how people consume video. And you saw an acceleration in that when the closures in New Jersey started to happen, especially around the country. I've seen statistics where connected TV, which is any internet connected device, has been up about 200%. Online shopping has been up. Facebook has been up. Even live TV news has been up. And even medias that you would think aren't doing well, like traditional radio, people have just found other ways to consume it through their own radio streaming apps. So people are moving towards a little more of a flexible schedule. People are going on streaming services, but it is good to see that live TV is still part of that media consumption plan. And it's something that, we support and we've seen success with. But we're also firm believers in connected TV and those services as well. So a lot of it just comes down to what fits the client's budgets best. But in addition to the increase in consumption on different video platforms, there's also been a decrease in rates when it comes to being on certain platforms. So there's been actually a lot of benefits from an advertising standpoint. You never want to be, I said this earlier, you never really want to be silent during any type of economic downturn.
Right.
The noise level is a lot less. So you have the opportunity to be a little bit louder in terms of having your brand out there and making sure you have that awareness. So when it is time for us to push that direct response, people remember us. So it's definitely been a little bit more of a strategic approach in playing the long game to make sure that our message is being sensitive to the current economic and social climate, as well as following where people are viewing media right now. So it's definitely been an interesting journey from a media standpoint.
Yeah, very interesting. So for everybody watching, if you want to learn more about Nick and his business, I'm going to put our contact information, just like always, at the end of this video. Nick, thanks for coming on with us today.
Thank you so much, Mike. It was a pleasure being on your show.
Absolutely. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.